Sup? I would say welcome back to Jerry, but you know this place better than anyone since you made it. And since the rest of the viewers have only just gotten their hands on this game, I figured that you could show us some things that only an insider like you would know. So how about you show us things you didn't know about Jerry Floor 1 in Roblox? From secrets about the main villain himself to sneakily placed clues, there's a surprisingly large amount of stuff to be learned from just the first floor. So how about it, sub? Let's get right into it. Number 1. Pranks. Now, sub, we all know how much you love a good prank, especially if it's on your friend Bacon Hair. So I was definitely not surprised when you included a ton of funny pranks and Easter eggs in your very own game. I mean, if there's anything better than pranking Bacon Hair, it's pranking thousands of Jerry players. Speaking of all the Jerry players, Sub wanted to thank you for all of the 1 million visits on Jerry. That's incredible! Let's get to your first prank, Sub. That's, of course, the fire exit. The clumsier players among us would have noticed that this underground area that is accessed by falling right through the holes in the floor. However, it's not all bad, because you might have just discovered a secret, Sub. Look at this. There's a fire exit sign here above this door. Well, I don't know what you've been collecting all those keys for, Sub. This seems like a way easier exit. Just swing that door open. And of course this isn't a real exit. You can't escape Jerry that easily, Sub. You just got pranked. The next funny detail left around the map is this Certificate of Authenticity. I mean, just look at it. It's the most fake certificate I've ever seen, Sub. If the wording wasn't bad enough, the person who signed it was Jerry himself. Nice try, Jerry. We all know this isn't a real ice cream factory. Number 2. Secret clues. If there's one thing you've nailed in this game, Sub, it's mystery. Especially since we're only in the first chapter. I can't wait to find out more about the evil ice cream man. However, you have left a bunch of mysterious clues around the map for us players to find, and come one step closer to uncovering the story of Jerry. The first of these clues is the employee timesheet that I found in the warehouse area of the map. Now, at first, I was incredibly shocked, because who would want to work at a place like this? I mean, it's not even a real ice cream factory. But then it hit me. The people working here must also be evil killers, just like Jerry. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Mr. Ben, huh? Wait, Sub? I see what you're doing. You're probably giving us a clue to who the boss will be on the next floor, right? It must be another evil ice cream man called Ben. All right, fine. I'll just have to wait until floor 2 is released to find out. Wait, now that I think about it, Jerry and Ben. Jerry and Ben, that sounds familiar. I just can't figure out why. Well, never mind. But hey, you at home, if you know why that sounds familiar, make sure to let us know in the comments. This thing is going to annoy me until I figure it out. And while you're there, make sure to hit the big red subscribe button. That way you'll never miss another Subs Blox World video. Plus, if you hit that bell icon, you'll get a notification direct to your device every time we upload, so you could be the first person to know about it. Number 3. Hiding spots. Now, if there's one thing I thought right after seeing Jerry in person, it's ways I can get away from him. I mean, just look at him. He's terrifying. So I set about doing just that, finding the best places to hide from him. Now, of course, one of the best spots for any player looking for a place to hide is this room that I like to call the safety room. Why do I call it the safety room, I hear you ask? Well, because it can only be accessed by players and not the big bad Jerry. The only way into this room is either through the bathrooms or through the janitor's closet. Both ways, however, require you to crawl. And I don't see Giant Jerry fitting in this tiny vent at any time soon, sub. It's the perfect little safe spot. But I hear you added your very own hiding spots too, sub. Not just areas of the map that double as hiding spots. Actual hiding spots. I'm of course talking about these refrigerators at the spawn point. Not only do they have working opening and closing doors, but you can actually squeeze right inside to be completely hidden. Make sure you don't use those spots in the bot boss game mode though, sub. You might be able to fool a player with these spots, but a bot will most certainly not be fooled. There really is no saving a noob. The hiding spots don't end there though, sub. Remember how I was talking about all Jerry's huge sides stopping him from getting to you? Well, I found another spot just like that, and it's in the warehouse. By sliding behind these shelving units, you can stay tucked out of the way, making it totally impossible for Jerry to catch you. Although you might want to make sure it's a newbie Jerry when doing this. Otherwise, you'll be trapped behind there. Literally. I'm sure there's plenty of other spots around different maps where Jerry simply can't get to you. If you want to try finding some spots at your own at home, check out Jerry using the link in the description to find your very own hiding spot. Last but not least, and what I would say is the best hiding spot of all, sub, is not a hiding spot at all. Instead, it's the invisibility potion that can be bought with Popsicles. By drinking the potion, you'll be totally invisible for a whole 10 seconds. That'll give you more than enough time to get out of a sticky situation. Don't try to do this for the entire game though, sub. That'll get super expensive super quick. Number 4. Popsicle Collector. You love popsicles, right, sub? Everyone loves a popsicle. But I'm not talking about the real-life popsicles, of course. I'm talking about the Jerry currency, Popsicles. You can use Popsicles to buy obstacles, traps, weapons, and even get cases to get some sweet new weapon skins. However, what some new players might not know is that you can actually get Popsicles for free. Those red Popsicles laying around the map aren't just for decoration, you know, sub. By clicking on them, you get not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 50 Popsicles. Wow, sub! That's super generous of you. Wait, you can get even more Popsicles. Oh, wow, sub! Thanks for reminding me. Sub has just reminded me about the double Popsicle Games Pass that you can buy from the store. That way, for every Popsicle you collect, you won't just get 50 anymore. Instead, you'll get 100. You're pretty much giving these things away, sub. Speaking of giving things away, we love giving away this content to you all at home. And if you enjoy watching it, then maybe you should subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let us know that you're watching us and that you're enjoying the videos. Let us know what kind of videos you want to see from us in the future. Number 5. Optional Microchip. Now, sub, we all know about the ingredient vault with its super low temperatures, making it almost impossible to see. However, luckily for us, by collecting a tiny microchip from somewhere on the map, we can crank the heat back up and you'll be able to see again. The issue is, sub, collecting that microchip takes time. And that's the one thing you don't really have when you're running away from Jerry. But what a lot of Jerry players don't know is that you can still enter and grab items from around the room without changing the temperature at all. Well, as long as you can put up with barely being able to see, of course. Which is fine if you're collecting items, but you never know what could be lurking in the fog. Maybe even Jerry himself. But that's the risk you take when trying to save time. However, there is one reason you might want to slot the microchip in, and that's to get to the secret ending. But if you want to know more about that, you'll have to watch our previous video all about it. Number 6. Double Trap. If there's one thing that separates this game from other multiplayer horror games on Roblox, sub, it's the different approach you've taken to trap placement. Not only do you get an absolute ton of them, and the option to purchase more with Popsicles, but you're also given the freedom to place them wherever you want. and however close to each other you want. This got me thinking about new strategies I could use as Jerry Sub, and I think I've come up with the perfect one. For this trick, you'll need to place a trap down, and then another right on top of it. If you line it up just right, they should slot just inside each other, making it look like one trap. Now, some traps are completely unavoidable. We all know that, Sub. If you need to get into a room but the door is blocked with a trap, unfortunately, you've got to run right into the trap. But a player might prepare for waiting for one trap to disappear. What I can bet is that they won't be prepared for the second one you've got placed right on top that they don't know about. The best part about this trick, Sub, is that there's truly no limit to it. If there's a spot you really don't want players to be getting into, just trap spam in the doorway, and there's no way the players can get through without deactivating all of them, one by one, giving you plenty of time to creep upon them and oof them. Have you got any interesting ways that you use traps in Jerry? Let us know about them in the comments. That way, we can become Jerry pros together. We'll catch you next time, Sub. See you later.